You're burying your garlic cloves upside down right now, and you don't even know it. That's not even the worst part. What you're doing 3 weeks before planting is silently destroying your entire harvest. Stick around because mistake number 4? Nobody's talking about it, but it's costing you pounds of garlic every single season. Hey there, growers. Welcome back to Earthly Gardening, where we keep your garden thriving without emptying your wallet. If you're new here, you've just found your tribe. We're all about real-world gardening that actually works. And to my returning green thumbs, you know we're about to drop some serious value today. Before we dig in, do me a quick favor, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell. Why? Because I drop budget-friendly gardening gold every single week, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Trust me, your future harvest will thank you. Now, let's get into these garlic game changers. Alright, so here's the deal. Garlic seems foolproof, right? Stick a clove in the ground, water it, and boom, garlic for days. Wrong. Dead wrong. I've watched countless gardeners lose entire crops because of 5 sneaky mistakes that seem harmless but are absolute harvest destroyers. And today, I'm pulling back the curtain on every single one. Mistake 1. The supermarket sabotage. Let's start with mistake number 1. And honestly, this one breaks my heart because it's so common. You're grabbing garlic from the grocery store to plant in your garden. I get it. It's convenient, it's cheap, and it's sitting right there in the produce section calling your name. But here's what's really happening. Supermarket garlic gets treated with growth inhibitors. Yeah, you heard that right. Those bulbs are literally designed not to sprout. The suppliers spray them to extend shelf life, which means you're planting cloves that are basically in suspended animation. Even if you get lucky and they sprout, you're gambling with disease. Commercial garlic travels through multiple regions, picking up pathogens your local soil has zero immunity against. One infected clove can contaminate your entire bed for years. Here's the fix that won't cost you extra. Source your seed garlic from local farms or garden centers. These bulbs are specifically grown for planting, disease-free, and adapted to your climate. You'll spend maybe $3 more per bulb, but you'll actually get garlic instead of a science experiment in plant disappointment. Mistake 2. The timing tragedy. Mistake number 2 is all about timing, and this is where good intentions go to die. You're planting too early or too late, and both will wreck your yield in completely different ways. Plant too early while the soil's still warm, and your cloves wake up thinking it's spring. They shoot up green growth before winter hits, then frost slams them back down. That early growth burns through the clove's energy reserves, leaving you with weak, stunted bulbs come harvest time. Plant too late when the ground's already cold, and your cloves never establish roots. They just sit there underground doing absolutely nothing until spring, which cuts your growing season in half. Smaller bulbs, smaller cloves, smaller harvest. So what's the sweet spot? 2 weeks after your first light frost. That's it. The soil's cool enough to prevent top growth but warm enough for root development. Your cloves spend the entire dormant season building a massive root system underground, then explode with growth when spring arrives. No thermometer needed, just watch your weather. First frost hits, count 14 days, then plant. Your garlic will have the root foundation of a champion before winter even settles in properly. Quick timeout if you're finding this helpful. Show some love with a like. It genuinely helps more gardeners discover these tips. And drop a comment telling me which mistake you've made before, because I know I'm not alone here. Alright, back to it. Mistake number 3 is a sneaky one. Mistake 3. The depth disaster. Number 3 is depth, and this might sound nitpicky, but it's the difference between thriving bulbs and total failure. You're either planting too shallow or burying your cloves like you're hiding treasure. Shallow planting, we're talking 1-inch deep, leaves your cloves exposed to temperature swings. They freeze, thaw, freeze again, and that constant expansion and contraction literally pushes them out of the soil. I've seen entire rows of garlic laying on top of the ground by February because they were planted too shallow. But bury them 6 inches down, and they'll struggle to break through in spring. That deep soil stays colder longer, delaying sprouting. Your garlic uses all its energy just reaching the surface, leaving nothing for bulb development. The magic number? 3 inches from the soil surface to the top of your clove. Not from the bottom to the top, This depth protects against freezing while still allowing easy spring emergence. Here's the foolproof method. Take your finger and push it into the soil until you hit your second knuckle. Drop the clove in a pointy side up, cover it, and walk away. That's 3 inches every single time, no ruler required. Your garlic gets the protection it needs without the struggle. Mistake 4. The feeding fiasco. Mistake number 4 is feeding, and this is where everyone gets it backwards. You're either starving your garlic or drowning it in nutrients at completely the wrong time. Most gardeners dump fertilizer at planting, thinking they're giving their garlic a head start. But here's the reality: garlic doesn't need food in fall. It needs food in spring when it's actively growing bulbs. Feed it now, and you're just feeding weeds and encouraging soft, disease-prone growth before winter. On the flip side, some folks don't feed at all, assuming garlic is tough enough to fend for itself. Sure, you'll get garlic, but you'll get marble-sized bulbs instead of baseball-sized ones. The winning strategy: plant into decent soil with some compost mixed in. That's it for fall. Then when you see green shoots poking through in early spring, that's your feeding window. Hit them with a nitrogen-rich fertilizer. I'm talking fish emulsion, blood meal, or even diluted urine if you're feeling adventurous. Feed every 3 weeks until you see scapes forming on hardneck varieties. Once those curly stems appear, stop all nitrogen. At that point, your garlic shifts focus from leaf growth to bulb growth, and excess nitrogen actually reduces bulb size. Budget-friendly pro tip: save your coffee grounds and banana peels all winter. Mix them into your soil in spring for a slow-release nitrogen source that costs you absolutely nothing. Mistake 5. The mulch mishap. And finally, mistake number 5: mulching incorrectly, or worse, not mulching at all. This one seems minor until you watch your garlic suffer through temperature stress and moisture problems that were completely preventable. Skip mulch entirely, and your soil temperature swings wildly every single day. Garlic roots grow best in stable conditions, and bare soil gives them chaos instead. You'll also fight weeds all season, and those weeds steal water and nutrients your garlic desperately needs. But here's where people mess up. They mulch too thick or use the wrong material. 6 inches of dense grass clippings creates a matted, waterlogged mess that invites rot and suffocates your soil. I've seen entire beds turn into fungal nightmares because of overzealous mulching. The right approach: apply 3 to 4 inches of light, airy mulch right after planting. Straw is perfect, shredded leaves work great, or even pine needles if you've got acidic soil. This layer regulates temperature, suppresses weeds, and retains moisture without creating a soggy mess. Come spring, when shoots emerge, check your mulch depth. Pull it back slightly around each plant so shoots break through easily, but leave it between rows for continued weed control. As the mulch breaks down through the season, it feeds your soil naturally. Free mulch hack: hit up local arborists or tree removal services. They often have mountains of wood chips they'll deliver free just to get rid of them. Just avoid fresh chips directly on your garlic. Age them for a month or use them on pathways instead. And there you have it, folks. 5 garlic mistakes that are absolutely destroying your harvests, plus the exact fixes that'll turn things around without spending a fortune. Here's my challenge to you. Pick just one of these mistakes you've been making and fix it this season. That's all. One change. Watch what happens to your harvest. Then come back and let me know in the comments which mistake you tackled. And if you got value from this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with a gardening buddy who's struggling with their garlic. We're building a community of growers who actually succeed instead of just hoping for the best. Got questions? Drop them below. I read every single comment and I'll help you troubleshoot your specific situation. Next week, we're diving into companion planting secrets that'll protect your garlic naturally without any chemical sprays. You don't want to miss it. Until then, keep growing, keep learning, and remember, great gardens don't require big budgets, just smart choices. I'll see you in the next one.